phase having their own pattern of walls. Taking a look at this award-winning picture, you can somewhat see the divide. Now players will be targeted by rushing shadows, which gives them a mark and then knocks them back, dealing damage and silencing anyone in their path. Also breaks wall if you get knocked into one, which opens the path and spawns tons of swirls. Again, swirls are bad. Now the tank mechanic will also knock back tanks, which can also be used to break walls. And after a bit, the boss will slam down an echoing fissure at the active tank's location, which is a huge circle that deals lethal damage reduced by distance. So run. Now this drops a fissure on the ground, and any subsequent fissure slams will trigger the AoE from all fissures. So you need to always be far away from all of these when it's slammed. When phase 2 starts, boss new purdy pattern. One ad will spawn in each pie slice, none in the middle, and these voices from beyond has a massive amount of HP and they all need to be killed to get to phase 3. However, you can't attack or even see these, or at least target them. Well, rip. However, the boss surrenders to corruption, dealing raid-wide damage and corrupting currently a class each time. Hopefully this changes as this buff if you will, usually a positive balance, which deals a ton of damage, but they will also grip players to their location into these puddles. Mages will do massive arcane explosion, which deals damage to players and the ad, etc, etc. And like I said, it will only choose a class, so if you have 8 DKs and DKs every single class buff slash ability, it's enough with there's good and bad parts of the buffs. They all work pretty similar. But currently there are some that are a lot stronger, more dangerous than other, which means if it stays class only, I bet you're gonna see an LFG looking for 8 DKs for heroic Neltharion, possibly 27 boomkins, which will be fun for a little bit. It have an absorb on them, and once it's been depleted, every everyone can see and attack them. Now, this little part of the mechanic was not there while testing, so we could only nuke the ads while corrupted, since they had no absorb that we could break, and frankly that just wasn't possible. I know some mad peeps tried class stacking like 20 DKs and things like that, and they almost killed one. But assuming it does work, the idea whilst cleaving Neltharion, as the ad damage is more important. New corrupted player needs to move to new ads and break their shields, and so on and so forth. And tanks in this phase, when they get smacked by Sundering Shadow, boss slaps so hard their spirit leaves their body and they're able to run through walls. And shortly after that, Neltharion slaps your spiritless body, making it suck your spirit back in. And if your spirit passes through walls, once all 3 are defeated, phase 3 begins. Sadly, we did not get to test phase 3 for the previously mentioned reasons, as we were just not possible. But in phase 3, boss will cast Shattered Reality, which spawns several swirls or circles that deal damage to everyone in the raid. The Aberration, they take a raid-wide nuke that deals around 1.5 million damage to each player and leaves a dot if you survived. Now, standing in a portal when event destruction goes off also removes the portal, and like I said, you take 99% less damage from it. So without having tried it, my assumption is that it'll work a bit